Not even the G2 fans are going to get ahead of themselves with this one. Singular AK from Akaze continuously just getting boosted once over the smoke at the start of the round. Now this boost to try to catch it. Hunter clearly saw him, decides not to go back at that jump again. Akaze stomps a couple of times just to give away the audio, and now takes a sniff at the red room. Yeah. So it's him versus Hunter in what could be a critical opening fight for this single AK. But for now, he's just going to sit there.
Yeah, so they don't put extremity pressure on right now. You know, Makaze's kind of got to take it slow. I think it's very clear to G2 that something's going on. They don't have control of mid right now. And Na'Vi are quite spread out. Bomb is still at elbow, thinking about going maybe towards B. I don't know if this is a fake, actually.
Yeah, two smokes in. Mattis plays in front of it.
And Makaze's going to come and double check Donut here.
Alexi's going to jump through those smokes. Makaze comes back and clears Malves. Sure, the B-bomb site holds its own, but it's going to be Sunpius. Kind of flustered now on A. Well played by Emet to find the timing, catch the headshot. Critical moment for him as he puts his hands onto the op and then holds the line, tagging Hunter on that jump over. You've got the Heavy God retake trying to set it up alongside Hunter, but now your Donut player has been cut off, and Navi's first round win is going to come by way of a single AK from Makaze, that double back into Donut off of the B fake. And a B fake that didn't get anything, right? Just straight up got stopped, but still strong stuff from Na'Vi with the note of Emek coming out A. Insta headshot on Sunpius' op.
Yeah, I mean, it does come down to Sunpius. He was in a great spot, actually. Saw all three players. Couldn't find one pick off. It got a little awkward for him, and like, you know, not shooting the first one makes sense. Second guy peeks out from the left, didn't expect him to commit to it. Then he looks at long, and suddenly the round's over. But handing that op over to Immo was just a bridge too far. That's quite a big gift here for Na'Vi. And we are seeing some of that Makaze impact shine through, like very key peaks and timings. Not overplaying his hand inside of mid, coming back to Donut. He was a part of the greater plan in that round.
Wonderful knows he's got Heavy God locked into the side. That frag grenade came out. He's seen no movement since, but Heavy God swings it in with a double kill. And Wonderful still waiting for the peak. Eventually it comes back, so we get a rebuttal. But it's a 2 versus 3 for Na'Vi to have to handle. Makaze late walkout mid, catches Malb. Sure, Bomb is now freed up to leave. Ooh. What felt like an all-in B commitment is now going to feel like a rotate towards A. Ooh. But Makaze is found out by Sunpius' rotate back over, and they could still consider this an A commitment because of that smoke going up, when in reality, Wonderful will have a one-on-one towards B.
Yeah, he threw that one so quickly. They're going to split the difference here. But an op approaching, is there a chance that Hunter's in danger? I mean, he is playing tucked right now. There is so much time left on the clock. And Sunpius can shove himself into A main, but I think he is actually going to die.
Clear cave, and Hunter's done.
Oh, he still hit it. Woo, what a shot. Whoa, now it gets really scary. So it is the smoke from Makaze that scared Sunpius enough that puts him in now an awkward spot.
Ooh, man, battle of the oppers. But the reality is Sunpius has been lights out so far on Ancient. He's approaching this with his pistol, though. USP, wonderful turns. That should be his end, and executed with ease as he considers the same route that he came through with after all of the dominance from Sunpius so far. Add a clutch to the tally, shall we?
Yeah, that was... It's hard to say, but that's obviously a matter of timing here, as Wonderful is just trying to figure out where Sunpius may have rotated through. 1 second away from guaranteeing that kill coming in. Probably a round that shouldn't have come close, however. It's a very nice moment for Sunpius to pick off Makaze. Wow.
What a moment for somebody like Sunpius, who the conversation has been quite negative surrounding, to truly come alive. Like, this is a takeover type of form, right? Was G2 face elimination, trying to build on the momentum of Krakow, After having come to Cluj with a difficult set of opponents in front of them, you know, you got a map off of Vitality. You could argue they should have beat Paravision, but Paravision are so kind of, you know, so difficult to topple. 3-map series both times. That's what sent them down to the 0-2 pool. So easy to just give up and accept your negative fate. But G2 have fought back, lose an opening map, and now off Sun Pius, 11-2, have a substantial CT lead. The man is showing grit. Na'Vi going to show us an A-site emphasis. Hunter drops flames in front of it. Alexi still just charges right through. And then the spray comes out from Malbs. Sun Pius has lost his angle, but still was able to catch Alexi before that smoke went up. And so Mattis has inched his way out through Donut. Flash to set that up. Mattis looking still, scouring the field, trying to find his next contact. Gets tagged by the AWP. Forced to dive into the cover. Oh, Heavy God goes wide, and Sun Pius catching his angle in, pushes this onto Ime. 1 versus 2. A pinch from CT spawn. Another chance at the Temple fight, and it's Heavy God in with a headshot for his triple kill this round.
Crazy chaotic situations, very close calls all the way through. G2 come out ahead of this one, and it is by a hair. I can't believe that Wonderful got 2 op shots on Mattis, who was just floating behind the smoke. He started freaking out when he was out there by default.
Much easier route by this time. We've seen Na'Vi players stuffed by the flames, but Malbs will just pop open smoke and catch one. Makaze's got the cover. Sun Pius is just on the prowl trying to hunt down these targets. Sitting pretty, 13-2. Bit takes the boost, but just missed timing on Heavy God. Will be given that info. And now you've got Sun Pius's attention. He'll walk over and clear this. Or not. Na'Vi turned away for the moment.
They don't even have one in CT watching for Makaze's potential lurk. He's been here every round. All right. Heavy God comes back to check on it. Thing is, if Makaze comes back from window again to double peek Donut, this could be pretty scary. The smoke. Ooh, the smoke, man. CT's have just no vision right now. Now they're going to really try to create some tension over here on B, and Makaze will probably just lurk out on whenever timing he pleases, but it still comes down to these first entries.
Beautiful, Mattis. Flash goes slightly by, he jumps on it, and Sun Pius not missing chances to strike down opponents. No bomb possession here for Makaze. He's really trying to be the silver lining of Na'Vi, but not quite the statistical anomaly that he has been in the last 3 months. Turned towards Red Room. Sun Pius with a team kill somehow. Just blows his teammate away.
On Mattis?
But yeah, right at the end there. On somebody.
What the heck?
It's like after the round is over. But at this point, the money's flowing. The rounds are getting racked up. Watch this. Just get out of the way, bro. Never stand in front of the bull. If you do, expect the horns.
They finally take him out.
Ooh, nice shot. Hunter through the smoke. Not letting Bine get any presence out middle. Desperate act here by Na'Vi in the 10th round. Trying to do whatever the hell they can with these pistols out middle. There's been really strong tethering between G2's players so far on this CT side. Mattis has to give it a little space over here, which could actually open up a possibility.
About A, so it's a done situation. I mean, this half has just been riddled with small mistakes. I feel like they're going to change the outcome, but every time G2 find a way to win, no matter what. Is this going to be another one?
Setting up the retake utility while Malbs clears the doors. Careful now. They are right there ready to push. Yeah, they're going to find you with the nades out. Both players try to pull util, but Hunter still lines up the headshots. And then the deep push also gets punished. It is Heavy God through with the close and another one to the G2 squad.
All they are is close calls. And I think if there's anything to make up for Dust 2, it's going to be a CT side like this. Because back on Dust 2 was Na'Vi with all the close calls and yet a flawless half overall. That's kind of what we're seeing here in this game. So they're really sticking it to what, you know, I'm sure Na'Vi felt was one of their strongest halves on any map. And we are still seeing some, you know, really high impact kills out of Makaze, but that's kind of it, unfortunately. No one else is getting multi-kills or trades that that would make you believe they were so good on this T side.
Yeah, Wonderful is the only other player on Na'Vi with any multi-kills so far throughout this map, and he's only got one. This Heavy God Sun Pius combo at the moment is just immovable. Even with, like you said, a couple of mistakes, G2 still get away with the round wins. It was feeling like this one as well, right? Caught with utility, both players thinking they had the room to pull out.
On this.
Heavy God keeps working his way closer through Temple. Well-placed frag grenade's going to drop Wonderful to 60. That's going to take attention. Thing is, Hunter unthinkable here on their own map pick.
And the funny part, though, is about all these dominant Na'Vi wins is they just never really even had to play a CT side, so we don't know how it's going to look when it's tested.
Time being, Heavy God and Sun Pius just continue to do the heavy lifting. Na'Vi shoot for a third round best case. On a side of a map, they're usually formidable. Insta-kill for Alexi. Great trade from Mattis, but Bit still got the angle from Swamp. And that'll be a passive 4v3 secured by Na'Vi with red room control from Makaze early on.
come forward now. They kind of need to make something happen. Nice shot.
Of some sort of a swing, has to be worried about that deep smoke. But as it fades, it's going to open up a route for him. But now we get this wrap back from Emet, and Sun Pius's awareness, unreal. Bit, very little health to work with in this 1v2, softened up even further still. Cave smoke fades, Mulb's route now open, and Bit is going to push this clutch over to Sun Pius. Both these players right to their knees. The other walks the clutch, executed by Mulb. The third
That is going to bring G2 a win today. What a crazy shot, because he really didn't even have a frame of reference.
fully smoked.
Fully smoked on short. Headshot wall bang.
Hallo? Hallo? Hallo, 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 hallo? Aici. Mamă bun. Așa. Bun, cred că mă aud, nu? Alo, alo? Alo, alo? Alo, alo? Cred că mă aud, cred că nu mă aud. Ok. What the fuck? Hmm? Pula mea să văd. Alo? 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 Ok. Alo? Aha. Ok. Da. Mhm. Da. Da. Ok. Very good. Very nice. We're good to go. We're good to go. We're good. Lol.